What is happening, guys? Archiezzle here and welcome to another video. Archie's, I hope you guys are having a great day. Today is another Army Q&A with a special guest that we have, someone that we recruited here in our recruiting station in Brentwood, California. 94513, just look for Archiezzle if you go here, okay? But without further ado, he's the star of this video and we're gonna be talking about infantry life. So, Private Hoppe, PFC Hoppe, introduce yourself.
I'm PFC Hoppe. I came from here, Brentwood, California. I'm at my first duty station, 101st Airborne. I'm
Nice.
up in Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Love it so far?
I love it. It's definitely a job.
Okay. Yo, backtrack a little bit. What were you doing before the Army? What was your life before the Army?
My life before the Army, I worked two jobs. I was a meat cutter at Winco, and I was also a pizza maker at Round Table. So I'm definitely making a lot more in the Army than I was back then. Better benefits.
Okay. What was the reason mainly why you wanted to join the Army and serve?
Mainly, you know, protect and serve, main reason, but the benefits, one, way better pay than I used to make. Living is a lot better. Okay. Not living at my folks' house, I'm actually doing my own thing.
Okay. I think I remember you wanted infantry, but your parents wasn't really supportive about it. I think I was a MEPS at that time.
Yeah, they're not so supportive because it's a combat MOS.
Okay.
But they're okay with it now.
They're okay.
They want me to change MOSs, but they're okay with it now.
Why 11 Bravo or why infantry?
It's just something I always wanted to do since I was like 12 years old. The farthest back I can backtrack. It's just something I always wanted to do. I would always like have older friends that were in the infantry and they would explain what they did and what they do. I'm like, that sounds pretty awesome. I want to do that.
Did you have prior experience with handling weapons or, you know, shooting guns before the Army?
My dad's a cop, so he would take me to a range every now and then.
How long have you actually been in your first unit?
My first unit, I've been here since January, so it'd be a year next month.
So you've been actually doing infantry stuff for quite some time now, which is really good. Pretty fresh. A lot of people ask about this. How do you say, OSUT or OSUT?
I call it OSUT.
Okay, one station unit training.
One station.
Can you explain what OSUT or OSUT is?
So basically, you go through basic training, you graduate basic training, you have your family day right afterwards, and then you basically transfer over into one station unit training, which is where you were, same drill sergeant, same everything. And then you go do your infantry stuff. You go do weapons, you go to the field, mainly that's the thing. You prepare for the field. We went for about a week. It really wasn't that bad.
Okay. What's the biggest thing that an infantryman learned while in training? What's the main thing that they really instilled in you guys?
What we really mainly did was movements. Okay. Like big company movements. Like everybody got a chance to be squad leader, team leader. Like we transferred over to see the position of where everybody's supposed to be in like a company movement in the field.
So with that said, a lot of movement, a lot of physical stuff, carrying weapons, I bet, like staying out.
Carrying your IOTV, carrying your heavy ruck. So
would you say PT is one of the main things that they focus on to be an infantry?
Oh yes. Okay. You have to be very physically fit and mentally tough. Was
there anyone that failed infantry school?
Oh yes. More than half my class did not graduate. I do want to point this out. It is not like Call of Duty. More than half my class did not graduate because they thought this was Call of Duty. It is not.
It is not, right?
Yes.
It seems cool and all in video games, but real life is real life.
It's real life.
Oh shit. What's the most important thing that you learned out of infantry school before we transition into your actual unit now?
Mainly weapon safety.
Okay.
Because a lot of dudes, they would have their weapon and they would flag their buddies. It's mainly weapon, like muzzle awareness, because people do die by friendly fire. Okay. Which is what happens. It happens even in training. So you have to be smart about your weapon.
Yeah, you gotta be knowledgeable, well trained with it.
A lot of people think infantry are the dumb people of the Army. They're not. You have to be smart to be in the infantry.
Thank you for bringing that up. Let's break that stereotype. People always say that, like, oh, you scored 31 on the ASVAB, do infantry, or infantry guys are dumb. What's your thoughts on that?
You have to be smart. You have to know your stuff. You have to know everything. Like, I have study guides in my pockets just because you pull it out and study randomly, because you have to be smart about your job. You have to know what you're doing. Because
it's not like, oh, I made a mistake, no big repercussions will happen, but you deal with weapons, you deal with your buddies to your left and right, and you deal with real life situation and all that stuff. Right. I'm gonna ask you this, you know, it's up to you if you want to answer it. Was there any females in infantry training now? When you went through?
Yeah, I went through we graduated with the most females actually.
Okay. They're badasses?
Oh yeah, a few of them are actually badasses. Yeah. Do not discriminate against females, because we do have females in my unit, and we did a 20-mile ruck about 2 months ago. This female was bleeding from her ankles, like out of her boots, and she was still rucking on.
And she passed it. She made it.
She made it.
There you go.
She made it faster than most people.
I respect infantry guys, like straight up. That's why I joined as an Army medic. I qualified also as 11 Bravo, but for the scores. But I know myself that I can't do 11 Bravo stuff. I leave it to the guys who's really well qualified and really want to do that. And I've had going back to that stereotype, like infantry guys are dumb. Actually, a lot of the infantry guys that I know that I've dealt with and work with are the smartest people that I know. They scored like 90 plus on their ASVAB. They're book smart and they're street smarts also. And that's what infantry guys are. You got to deal with like real life situation, not just books. All right, I guess what's the best thing that you can tell people that are about to go to infantry training? What's the biggest advice? Is that your phone?
I'm sorry, I should turn down my volume. That's just for emergencies.
All right, going back to OSUT, One Station Unit Training for Infantry. What's the best lesson or experience that you can share people that are about to go to infantry training?
Just before you go, eat right, drink a lot of water, and train hard, because there's a lot of physical demands that you have to meet. And if you don't meet those, you're screwed.
You're screwed. Let's go to your actual job right now for first duty station. Where are you stationed again?
Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
You like it so far?
I do.
Okay.
101st Airborne Air Assault.
There you go. As you can see, it's right there. There you go. Was that hard? Air assault school was it hard?
Air assault school is not hard at all. It's not physically hard. Sure, you get smoked, but that's just the very beginning. But you have to be very book smart. There's 3 phases. 2 phases, you have to be very book smart. The 3rd phase is rappelling, where you rappel off the wall, and if you're lucky, you get to rappel out of a helicopter, which I was lucky enough. It's not hard at all. You just have to study the material.
How's day-to-day life as an infantry soldier? What do you do on a regular basis every day?
We wake up, do PT, and if a range comes up, we go to the range right afterwards. If the field is coming up, we prepare for the field. If not, we're in the office day to day doing classes, just refreshers on what we're supposed to be doing. We pull out our books, maximum ranges of weapons, anything.
And troubleshoot them also, obviously, the whole 9 yards, you know, PMCS them.
Yeah, draw weapons, you know, clean them or take them apart, do whatever you want.
A lot of people don't know this, but I don't know if you're really into college or like continuing your education, but are you taking college courses right now, or any of your soldiers?
Honestly, I am too busy right now to go into. I would love to go to college right now, but my job is so busy.
Which is fine.
To do college classes.
But is there anyone in your unit that does that, or finds the time at least?
Yes, different MOSs. Yes, I have mechanic friends. I have MP friends that are taking college courses.
You have medic
online.
friends?
I do.
I hang out with them. They're pretty chill. They're pretty cool.
I'm friends with most of the docs down there.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. So that's the day-to-day life of an infantryman. What do you usually do, like when you go to the field?
Since we're an air assault unit, we would take a chopper out. We would air assault in onto an open field, get out, and just carry heavy weight, a ruck, everything. Like I'm on a heavy weapon squad, so we're carrying the most weight out of the company.
What weapon do you carry? Like your assigned weapon?
I was a 240 gunner, which is the big gun, but then they transferred me over to an M4, so now I'm the AG, assisted gunner. So I carry the ammo, the tripod, and my own weapon. So my ammo and the 240 ammo on my back.
Yeah, I only carry my 8 bag, so or my ruck sometimes in full battle rattle.
And you carry it so many clicks to the objective, and you assault the objective, and then you move to another one. So
basically, what I'm actually getting from PFC Hoppe here is he really likes his job. Like, which is pretty cool. That's how it is. I mean, you selected your job, you're happy with it and all that stuff. But are you actually thinking of doing this for like 20 years for the long run or something like that?
I'm thinking about doing it for a few more years. It's hard on the body. Yeah. It's hard on the body. You definitely have to take care of your body. Yeah. Like your knees, your joints, everything. Because carrying that amount of weight for a long time, it's gonna hurt the joints. So take care of your body. Since
obviously that's pretty good. A lot of people don't bring that also, but I talked to someone who has the same idea as you. Infantry, it takes a special type of person, a smart person, a physically fit type of person to be an infantry guy. It's hard if you do it for a certain amount of years because it will take a toll and hurt your body, obviously. What kind of MOS or jobs are you trying to switch into if ever you leave infantry?
If anything, I would probably go into the medical field. I might want.
Yeah, 6-day whiskey.
I might want to be a mechanic. I don't know yet.
Yeah,
I might stay infantry. I don't know. I kind of like it.
Yeah. You want to be a recruiter?
Maybe. when I get my 5, maybe.
Yeah. There you go. You're about to get promoted really soon too, right? Like this coming year. So how's the base like? How's the station you're in at? What's on base?
On base, there's a lot of ranges. Our back 40 is huge. Sorry, it's shopettes, so there's many like shops that you can like get a bunch of rippets, you know, get your energy for the day. Don't drink too much energy drinks, that will destroy you. Mainly that's it, there's mainly just shopping around Fort Campbell.
What's the main thing that an infantry 11 Bravo soldier should not do so they won't get in trouble? What are the things that they should stay away from? Not just in your base, but like in general that you can think of.
Toxic people, like do not do drugs. Do not find people that do drugs. Do not hang out with them. Control your alcohol consumption. Do not show up drunk or hungover.
Hang out with the right people, basically.
Hang out with the right people. Don't threaten anyone. Like your team leader, your squad leader, do not do that. There's a couple of people that have done that.
I feel like being in an infantry unit, it depends, because I'm in the medical field for the Army.
Right.
So our structure, you know, we still follow the regular chain of command, but the way we address or we interact with our docs, with our actual PA, surgeons, nurses, all the way up to 6-Day Whiskey, 6-Day Charlie's, different MOS, it's more casual. But how is it in infantry? Is it similar to basic training that it's rough and tough?
It's very strict. You know how you're supposed to stand at parade rest for NCO? You stand at parade rest for a specialist.
Okay,
so
that's just tradition.
It's tradition, it's the discipline in the infantry. Because they're in a team leader position, they're above you, they've been in more years than you. So you basically treat everybody with respect.
Okay, basically, yeah. But outside of uniform, you know, you still have their respect, but not, you know, outside of uniform, you still address people the right way. And, you know, just if it's like a social function, like a barbecue, you know, I'm pretty sure it's fine. All right.
It's fine, it's casual.
What's the best experience you've had for the last year you've been an infantryman?
All the confidence boosters, like the 7-mile runs, like, heck yeah, I did that.
7 miles? For an event or for just PT?
Before leave, we did a 7-mile run.
Oh, okay, so it's unit morale for the whole unit.
Yeah, building morale, that kind of stuff, you know. Qualifying expert on all weapon systems, except the 320. I've never shot the 320 yet.
Okay, you'll get your chance, your turn, yeah.
I've been a gunner of every weapon system except 320 yet.
So any last words, advice that you can tell people that are about to join, people that are in also, what's the best advice? You're about to become a specialist. In a few years from that or months, you might become an E5. So you're going to have soldiers underneath you. So I guess like a good summary that you can tell them, like, this is what you should expect, this is what you should do, and what not to do.
Definitely be ready and just suck the suck.
embrace the suck.
Embrace the suck. I mean, it does suck, but you'll get through it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fun job. I recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing that people forget. Like they want to be infantry, they want to do combat jobs until they're about to do it. And that's when they realize that I don't want to do it. So again, it really takes a special type of person, physically fit, intelligent, and a lot of different qualities, special qualities to be an infantryman. So I highly, you know, salute you, man.
You have to be ready.
PFC Hoppe. Now, overall, you know, you're a great soldier. I appreciate also spending time with me on your holiday block leave, you know, representing for the Army, just sharing your Army story and stuff like that. I actually hope that someday we can serve together in the same base, same unit, either stateside or overseas. And, you know, best of luck, and let me know when your next move is, if you PCS or deploy, but it should be on the down low. All right? Thank you again, man. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow Private Hoppe, PFC Hoppe, put it down the link for his Instagram or something. Post it later. But like, share, subscribe, and that is it for today. Archiezzle out. That's it. Appreciate it, man.